So let's talk about how these devices specifically work and what it means for San Diegans.
Well, what it means is we've gone through the FOIA processor in California's California Public Records Act, and we requested the San Diego Police Department give us any information regarding these Stingray boxes. They sent out a heavily redacted PO purchase order stating that they purchased something from the Harris Corporation for $33,000. Local, or there have been national cases already gone through the court system on this. We know this typically costs around $400,000. So they either got a subsidy through the federal government, and we're looking for that information. Now, you've got the ACLU and other civil rights advocates really concerned about this because this is similar to what the NSA was doing. And in fact, they're using technology that the military worked with the CIA to develop. And they're using that here in San Diego and in the United States.
Why in San Diego? What are they looking for, and how many people here in San Diego may be impacted by this?
Well, I mean, it just depends on wherever the target is. Say they're targeting me. We'll just put myself in. They're targeting me. They're looking for my phone. They want to see where I'm going, where I'm wandering around. Now, anyone within the vicinity, and it just depends on if you're near buildings or mountains or things like that, but anyone in your immediate vicinity, they're picking up all and tracking all of their information as well. And what the technology is doing, which is the size of a small suitcase, basically, what they can do with this technology is they can move it portably, and they don't have to get any kind of warrants signed by judges. So they're, in essence, tracking people without going to the judges. And we also know from lawsuits that have come out in other cities, in New York as well as in Baltimore, that the judges said, why didn't you go through the process? And they're like, well, we've actually dismissed cases or allowed these folks to plead out rather than give up the information, even to judges on this.
Yes, and so we're almost out of time. What is the positive from this? How can we benefit from these?
Well, I mean, you're going to get people who say that, okay, well, if we're tracking terrorists and whatnot, that's a good idea. But I think one of the ACLU attorneys in New York, he made a very good statement. He said, our Constitution is based on, a verified system. And that right now you're having not lawmakers, but, law enforcement saying, just trust us, we're going to do the right thing. You're going to end up with somewhere down the road, we're not going to be able to trust absolutely everybody. So it's a situation where we're following here, and as we get the paperwork that we've been requesting from local law enforcement here, we'll be following up the story with all that information. So
Really interesting. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Kimberly, and I'm sure we